going to be hurt by it.
Fourth round of this frenetic fight for the WBC Super Bantamweight Championship. Wayne McCullough, has he ever been in a bad fight? If he has, I'm struggling to remember it.
Cut bleeding already. They haven't managed to stem the bleeding. Hasn't been a punch landed on it yet, but it's bleeding.
They'll have to go 4 completed rounds before they go to the scorecard. And McCullough here senses his moment. Larios a little troubled by that, and McCullough just will not stop throwing shots. Just show him even a glimmer of an opportunity, he'll be there. He's always better at this weight, I reckon, McCullough. Super bantam. I don't think he should have ever really flirted with featherweight. He was never a featherweight.
And the fact that he's able to come through an opponent's punches, he will always give anyone a nightmare, and it's beginning to turn into a nightmare for Larios here. Can't stop him in his tracks, and he's taking punches now.
This looks different again now. Larios so dominant in the first 2 rounds. Now McCullough getting close enough and landing punches and beginning to turn this thing around. And Larios cut as well. 9 years since he was a world champion, Wayne McCullough. Can he famously come back and reclaim a title tonight? Things beginning to turn his way at the moment.
Well, he's turned it into his kind of battle. He's not allowing Larios to come up with the cute stuff, not allowing him to use his reach. This is the kind of fight McCullough needs.
Wild stuff from Larios, not as accurate from him. Come to both eyes, blood around both eyes now for Oscar Larios, who's looking for haymakers but not very accurate. McCullough just that little bit cleaner when he's getting there with his shots.
Yeah, but he's the one doing the pushing, he's the one in the driving seat. Ooh. This is a good round for McCullough.
There was a big right hand there from Larios, but McCullough just takes that, as he's taken those sort of shots all his career. He is the kind of fighter who could break somebody's heart, isn't he, in there?
Well, the fact that he can walk through your punches, and you know he can work at this pace for 12 rounds, you know you've got some troubles ahead.
How does he do this at 35? I tell you how, because he's lived the life of a fighter for 365 days a year, all his life amateur and pro. That's why he's this fit, this late.
Well, Larios has said several times he does enjoy a tear-up. Well, he can enjoy himself tonight, because this really is one.
It's grandstand stuff. It's an epic confrontation. I thought it would be. Unbelievable. And at the moment, it's looking quite promising for Wayne McCullough. The rather complicated situation, if we have to go to the scorecards, if any of these cuts cause a stoppage of the fight now, is that the left eye cut was caused by a punch, therefore it would be a stoppage for McCullough if that stopped the fight. If it was the right eye that was deemed too bad to go on, that was an accidental headbutt, and they would go to the scorecards. Clear as mud, really, but we'll keep you updated.
But McCullough wants to keep this pace over the next couple of rounds to win the rounds in case it does go to the cards.
Time. Go to corner.
5th round, and they want to have a look at that cut. Well, too much grease, says Richard Steele.
Too much grease, come on.
And that's the only lull there has been during a round.
Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go.
They've wiped away some of that grease. And those cuts are a problem, they really are, for Larios.
And Larios didn't look all that happy as he sat in his stool there. I think it's the pace more than the cuts that has him worried.
Looking a bit wild now, Larios. If McCullough can get inside those long arms, he might be in some serious business in this. McCullough just wants this so very, very badly. He's had so many setbacks and disappointments, including a medical scare a few years back as well, when it looked like he might be banned from boxing.
He's just always prepared to do things the hard way, and he's doing it again here, just going through the pain, keeping the punches pumping out. It's not clever, not smart, but he has the champion worried.
Larios, good left hook from him there, and a right to the body as well from the Mexican.
Well, you can see why ringsiders reckon the first fight was so close, because it's just picking up from where that one left off. Good body shot.
It was from Oscar Larios, who was badly denied himself his first world title opportunity. He fought Willie Horine, and we think he won it by about 5 points, and the judges gave it to Horine. Horine, who had friends in high places, I think, and a few down here as well.
Maybe a little drop in McCullough's pace here. He's just been caught at long range again as he was in the first couple of rounds. But he's just put so much into the first 4 rounds here.
A fight of ferocious, almost insane intensity between these two.
He's been picked off again. It's been really close up to this point, but this is the work that will sway the round Larios' way. He's landing the clean stuff.
I think this one's going to swing this way and that all the way through. It's going to be like that, I reckon, Jim.
Yeah, well, the fight certainly is going to do that, but this round itself, McCullough started well, but he's been caught at long range in the second half of the round.
It's whether he can keep on doing this at 35, Jim, isn't it, as well?
Amazing, it's amazing. But Larios thinks maybe he'll get some change back if he starts working the body. Try to take some of the steam out of McCullough's 35-year-old legs.
Larios has come on a bit stronger again in the second half of this round. McCullough got him with a good shot, made him back off for a moment there. It's incredible action, that's for certain. Thunderous stuff here from Las Vegas.
So that even though you acknowledge that this is something you've looked forward to all your life, you don't feel any tension, or do you feel it in different ways than other human beings do?
I just feel like it's already written. I'm already a world champion. You know, and all I got to go do is go out here and prove it to the fans.
What do you have to prove to yourself tonight?
That I'm world champion material. That I can be world champion, and that I will defend those titles.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Very relaxed Jermaine Taylor, it seems, ahead of the fight with Bernard Hopkins. Back to this one in the ring, and we don't want to leave this because it's been an amazing fight so far. Black trunks of Wayne McCullough of Belfast and Las Vegas, we have to say. Now, in another thriller with world champion Oscar Larios.
Wayne McCullough really is an amazing human being. The way he can walk through what he walks through, never gives up. Only top quality men have managed to beat him.
And again, forcing Larios backwards. So much desire from the pocket rocket.
Just a little bit more method in what he's doing, just a little bit more thought.
He's not going to change now.
He won't change now.
He's not going to change.
But that's all he needs, just a little thought of defence, what's coming back his way, just a little bit more head movement, think what he's doing, but he just grits his teeth and gets on with it.
He is the kind of fighter, McCullough, who kind of defies the normal boxing logic. You'd say a fighter who's taken as many shots and fights the way he has all these years might well have been in retirement by now. That's a big left hook, that one, from Larios. That just steadied McCullough for a moment.
This is incredible action. He's beginning to hurt Larios now.
He doesn't have the reputation of a big puncher, McCullough. That's been a pity for him. If he had a bit more dynamite, there might have been some more stoppages for him, but his work rate is just nothing short of phenomenal most of the time.
Yeah, well, that's what I've always said about McCullough, just a bit more power to back up the style that he uses.
And that head that doesn't move much, pretty much an even target, but he's coming forward all the time here.
Yeah, well, he's forced all the way through this round. Just a little bit more thought to defence, keep coming forward, but just tighten things up a little bit. See, he's just been pinned. He's the one whose head has been knocked back with a punching hook. This is a tough round to score, because he had his successes in the first minute and a half or so, but picked off at the end of the round here.
All the time it's at range, Larios, just with those advantages, those long arms of his, pumped out a few eye-catching shots in this round, maybe just doing enough to take it, I think, on the judges' scorecards.
It ain't that difficult. You gotta keep your head down. Keep going when your hands up, put your hand on his chest. He's in your low head, all right? We know where to go. All right, son? All right.
It's your world, partner. We don't have no other chance. Okay, baby. Gotta do it. It's yours.
That overhand
Very
right.
quiet in the corner, Freddie Roach. He's never that histrionic, and maybe all the better for that.
See, this is the problem for McCullough. He's the one been caught with the punches with a little bit more quality in them. He's kind of scuffling a little bit too much.
7th round. There's Jim Watt's scorecard for you.
Yeah, well, I have Larios there. He's built up a comfortable lead. I haven't been very kind to Wayne McCullough for the work he's put in, but I just feel not enough method in what he's doing, and the clean punches coming from the champion. But it could change at any moment, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of the judges have this the other way.
I've got this 4 rounds to 2 for Larios, for what it's worth. This is the 7th. Burgundy trunks of the defending WBC Super Bantamweight champion in his 7th defence. Most of his defences tend to go long.
This is good work from Larios here. Finding space, he seems to have found a second wind that we keep hearing people talking about, because he looked to be struggling a couple of rounds ago, but he's looking a little bit fresher. Maybe McCullough has slowed down just a little bit and he's more time to get his punches off.
Just stepping off a bit and finding room for some quite eye-catching right hands and left hooks. Larios is pretty accurate with them as well. Good fight, another right hand. Oh, big shots though. McCullough can't keep on taking those. He's dazed a little bit by those, and it was only that great chin, I think, that kept him upright there, Jim.
Well, it was badly shaken. That's as badly shaken as I have ever seen Wayne McCullough. I've seen Eric Morales, I've seen Naz catch him, but he really was shaken that time.
Sometimes you do worry when you see him taking that volume of punches.
He's standing off again. There's just a little dip in his pace here, and he stands in punching range without throwing punches, and he's getting picked off again.
Larios has taken control in a big way and is teeing off on McCullough here, who's in a real crisis in this fight. He's got to start covering up, buying some time, taking some of these around the arms and gloves. There's another one goes in, he's dropped his gloves. He might be stopped here, McCullough, for the first time if he's not careful.
I think that was bravado there, Ian. I think he dropped his hands. I think he thought he was out of range. There's another bang on the chin. This is bravado from McCullough, and it's crazy.
It is a crazy bravado if it is that. Look, hit me again. I think you've got it spot on, Jim. He was playing possum with him. Can you believe that? Amid all of this, they were humdinging shots, thudding in from Larios, and he's kind of saying to him, look, you haven't got the power. I've fought Morales, I've fought Hamed. Forget your power. I can cope with that and come back like this. What incredible action this is.
I don't think I've ever used the word superhuman in all the years I've been commentating, but I could be using it here. This is unbelievable, and here he comes back again, looking the stronger, finishing the round the stronger. Unbelievable.
Well, what can you say? Jermaine Taylor is ready. You heard Larry Merchant talking. He apparently had lunch with his fans today, Taylor.
Well, he is very relaxed. I mean, as he said, he fancies he is the world champion, but there's someone here just might have something to say about that.
Yeah, 21st defence for the incredible Bernard Hopkins tonight. The old master against the, I was going to say young prospect. He is 26, younger certainly prospect, but then everybody's younger than Bernard Hopkins, except you and me.
I think we have some trainers and managers younger than Bernard Hopkins. But big improvement in Larios' work in that round, but I wonder what he thought about the last 20 seconds or so.